though you have to also, but you can't refuse to take the test and then distract these other students and then just go, well, I mean, I got off from getting suspension. Now I can literally distract the other students. And I was like, it's a big no-no. So then he walked from that area and then it went over to this like side area in the classroom, started writing on this board that they typically don't write on. I believe it's like a morning announcements type of board. And they were like telling him, they were like, he's writing on the board and we're not supposed to write on that. And they had stated this like earlier in the day, like before recess, that he like wasn't supposed to be writing on it. And I was like, you know, it doesn't seem like it's super major. If it keeps them like, you know, within a calm mindset, well, I get you students together and ready to transition while we go throughout the hallway to our next set of activities, it's fine. And then he'll join the rest of the group after, and then as long as you guys don't participate also, it's just going to be that student. And then by the time he's like mindful that we're moving on to the next thing, he'll be within the mindset of each of you that's ready to kind of move on to the next thing and focus on that. He ended up having like a bunch of teams of like students. So students would ask, you know, can I go to the bathroom or can I go grab water? And our routine throughout the day was like, you know, yeah, of course, go do that, and then make sure you sign out, bring the pass, head back to class, and then we'll like literally go back to focusing on what we were focusing on at the class. And as each student was preparing to exit the classroom, he like kind of corralled them into that area and was distracting each of them, and they were joining in on it also. So I would say, let's see, we had a boy and a girl asking to go to the bathroom, and then we had another student asking to go grab water. Those three students each were in that area with him and had gotten distracted on their way out of the door. So they were all joining with him and writing on the board, while again, as I saved you guys, we were still working on the test. And then for the students that were finished with the test, they were working on their Chromebooks. These students were all freaking just talking, getting the other class to think that, getting all the other students in the class to think that it was time to talk also. So while they're all distracted and they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, the other student is literally just like having the most like fun ever. And I was like, you know, typically I wouldn't really be one to like rain on your parade, but it's not the time for it, and everybody has to stay within their seats and then to also watch the noise level, because it's been a major thing that's been, you know, off throughout the entire day, and we still have a lot to get through. So I ended up popping into the area in the midst of it. Another student that I had spoken to multiple times throughout the day. Now this was one of my students who only spoke Spanish, so with me and him being able to like talk to each other, I had to literally, you know, go from, you know, my freaking breakdowns, you know, writing notes to literally have certain sections in Spanish, and then for other sections to be all in English. I was like literally like going through my